This is 2K Sports bringing you the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan calling the action with my broadcast partners Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. Now a chance to check out our starting lineups. And guys, what do you think we'll be seeing from Omer Asik in this one?
I think Asik is one of the most underrated defensive centers in the game. Kevin really fortifies this club's front court rotation, brings a ton of energy, covers ground, and avoids fouls too, which is important.
Yeah, just her natural sense of where to be on rotations, during a play set, all the different schemes, right place at the right time. More physical than you might think, too. He's definitely a banger.
One of the holy grails, if you will, for statistical achievement is to put a quadruple double on the books. Duncan came close in the 2003 finals, but he also came fairly close to it last year as well. 31, 18 rebounds, 6 assists, and 5 blocks.
And he knocks down the first one. You know, Steve, you talk about big games for Duncan last season. Don't forget the game against Utah. 21 rebounds, 22 points, 6 blocks. He was incredible.
Yeah, he's the first player 35 or older to post a 20-20 in 5 games since 2001 when, ironically enough, his old teammate David Robinson reached that mark. So something's going on down there in San Antonio, I guess.
Now here's Lynn. He dishes it to Harden. Back to Lynn. Here's Howard. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And, you know, if you're on defense and you're going to foul, make sure it's a good one. They did, preventing the and one. And for Dwight Howard last season, no doubt injuries held him back. But I've got to give him credit. I mean, he still led the league in rebounding with over 12 a game. Remarkable.
He's off on the first. And for Howard, averages of 17 and 12. Not bad at the center position.
Yeah, but we're used to seeing him get kind of, 23 and 14. So, Dwight has worked hard to try to get back to 100%. When he's right, he is the best center in the NBA, but when he's right is the key phrase there.
Good on the second free throw.
Well, I think this is one of the more amazing stats in sports when you think about it. No matter the season or the roster, the Spurs just seem to find ways to win 50 games. They've done it 14 straight seasons now, which is off the charts.
Now here's Parker. 4 on the shot clock. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Parker's got his first 2 points.
He had his choice of finishing moves there, and you just got to love the fact he went old school with the finger roll.
And Clark, as you said, the Spurs last season hitting 50 wins for the 14th consecutive season. By the way, that's an NBA record. Second closest were the Lakers with 12 straight, Steve, from 79 to 91.
Yeah, 58 wins last season for San Antonio. Greg Popovich calls it corporate knowledge, just the consistency that comes with the experience of the group. And they've been together so long, particularly that core, that I think it allows the Spurs to really kind of cruise at times during the regular season.
Here's Parker. James Harden picking up that last basket. Leonard attacking. Banked in off the glass. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. And here is Lynn. He feeds it to Asik. Parsons with it. Now Green defending. And Parsons gets it to go.
I like the way they got the ball inside there.
And so it's San Antonio with it. They trail by 1. Dishes to Duncan. Back to Parker. Here's Leonard. Off target from three-point range. Rockets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. There's the feed to Parsons. He kicks it to Lynn. Five to shoot. Parsons dishes to Lynn from deep. They get it back. Howard, that's good.
Perseverance paying off on the offensive boards, guys.
Spurs trail by 3. Here's Parker. Passes it to Splitter. Pass to Duncan. Outside Leonard. Puts up a 3, and that one's good. Leonard's got 5 points so far.
Well, I think this is the start they want. Come out and put some points up early. 3 or 4 so far.
Harden kicks to Lynn. Parsons on the wing. 3-pointer. Another shot. The dish to Usher. That's good. And so Howard with the assist.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, I think that could really set things up well the rest of the game. Pound the ball inside and let your perimeter players play off your bigs.
Now here's Parker. Duncan gets the screen from Green. Parker kicks to Leonard. Back to Parker. Another one falls for San Antonio.
They're off and running. Good start here. They've knocked down 4 of their first 5.
Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Then the pass to Harden. Back to Lynn. To the inside. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, you know, guys, the Houston fans could be forgiven for not having heard of Umir Ashik. When the Rockets signed him as their starting center a season ago, he was a second-round pick out of Turkey in 08, a backup in Chicago, but he's quickly shown himself to be a key piece of this promising young core.
That free throw, no good. And you have to give the Rockets credit for going after Ashik, a player who never averaged more than 15 minutes a game with Chicago, a restricted free agent with the Bulls, and became a very important part for the Rockets.
Well, they clearly saw something special with Ashik. He's a great rebounder and defender, uses his body, understands angles, and plays that verticality really well as a defensive center.
He hits the second from the line.
Coach Popovich was fined last season for sitting out his top players in a nationally televised matchup against the Heat. I certainly understand the league's posture there, and it was a lot said about it. Yet, for a veteran team like the Spurs with championship aspirations, I understand resting key players during the course of the regular season.
Such a careless pass. Got to keep your head in the game here.
Boris Diaz checked in for San Antonio. San Antonio with the ball. They trail by 1. And back to that fine for Popovich, $250,000. Steve, that'll leave a dent.
Yeah, no doubt. But, you know, Popovich enjoys tweaking the league at times. This was clearly an effort to do that. But, look, oh, my goodness. What a huge play.
Boy, extremely opportunistic defense leading to those points there.
That dunk, Clark, coming within seconds of the steal.
Love the way they convert from defense to offense.
But that's what happens when you get all 5 guys on a string defensively ready to react and make a play.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. Parker with it. And it's Lynn picking him up. Good D by Howard.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
Lynn kicks to Harden. Back to Lynn. Lets the 3 fly. And that one's good. Lynn's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Kicks it to Parker. Parker right side. The pass to Leonard. Parker against Lynn. And that one's good. Parker's got 6.
Well, the number one priority for a defense when you face this guy is to keep him getting anywhere from the basket because he's just so strong as a finisher.
I tell you what else I like is his attacking mindset too, Steve. No matter where he is on the court, when he gets possession, he will turn it up and turn it on and run out. Most of the time, he doesn't stop until he's laid the ball in the hoop.
Houston leading by 4. Howard setting the pick for Lynn. Feeds it to Howard. Lets the 3 fly. Lynn's shot is off.
This quarter has not been his best. The defense may be starting to affect him a little bit.
Green with the ball. And it's Harden picking him up. And Diaw kicks to Parker. Duncan with the screen on Parsons. Pass to Duncan. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
I tell you, Tim Duncan turned back the clock last season, didn't he? One of his best in years, and one of his best seasons ever when it comes to blocking shots. For a guy who doesn't get a whole lot of elevation, it's his timing that allows him to be a shot blocker without bouncing real high.
You know, back to Duncan, Steve, you could make a credible argument that with the exception of Larry Bird, no player in NBA history has been more successful while blessed with fewer hops. I mean, I don't know if you'd say he's athletic.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, he's not real athletic, but, man, the skill, the savvy, just the incredible knowledge of the game. One of the great players of all time.
Just such a pro.
Yeah.
Just such a pro. Smith checked in for Houston. And the second free throw, good.
Well, it certainly had the makings of a great story. Harden versus his old team, the Rockets coming back with a big Game 5 win. If they could get Game 6, they'd be able to force that final 7th game and maybe pull off the upset, but it wasn't meant to be.
Spurs trail by 3, and now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Kevin, Greg Popovich and I got a chance to talk for a bit. He said he certainly followed the rise of Jeremy Lin into a prime-time point guard in this league, and he told me we need to try to limit his penetration. That's where he's most effective, slashing and with the drive and kick. Guys, Lin has certainly been working to improve his outside shot, but sometimes you have to pick your poison, and they'll live with him shooting from outside. Back to you.
All right, Doris, thanks. Clock is at 3. Throws it up high, and Howard with the stuff.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here.
Spurs have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Well, going back to the Rockets in the postseason, a lot of people had them picked to get steamrolled. But, Steve, they put up a solid fight and really turned some heads with how they played.
Well, the easy answer was because of the Westbrook injury. That's how Houston was able to really take Oklahoma City deep into that series. But I think there's more to it than that. The Rockets have tremendous offensive firepower. I think they're gaining momentum as a franchise. And heading into this year, I think they're one of the scariest teams in the conference. How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any agenda.
It's hard to overstate all the points they've scored on assists today. Beautiful to watch.
From deep, Green, and again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading punches, that's how you answer.
Lynn dishes to Parsons. He feeds it to Smith. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Duncan. Here's Leonard. Makes it off the glass. Now just a 1-point Rocket lead.
That is such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific skill to get it all started.
Yeah, it's one thing to create a turnover, but to so alertly turn it into a transition opportunity, that's even better.
It's Harden with the drive, and he gets it to go. And that's now 7 points for Howard. Clark, a lot of give and take between these sides early.
Kevin, how about 6 lead changes in this half already?
Yeah, good one here. Guys, this is going to be fun to watch. 2 evenly matched teams, both teams playing hard.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. The Rockets making a switch here. Bonner passes to Bellinelli. Parker with it. Now guarded by Beverly. And Diao kicks to Bellinelli. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that one's good. Parker.
He is remarkably hot this quarter. He has yet to miss a shot.
Houston's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Smith with a screen on Parker. Puts up a 3 and another 3 for Houston.
Back and forth we go. That basket gives us just another lead change.
And there have been too many of those to keep track of. What a contest.
It's Ginobili on the wing. Ginobili off a pick from Diao. And Ginobili, here we go. And again, it's Tony Parker. Parker's got it all tied up now for the Spurs.
He's got the firepower, feeling the rhythm here, going 5 for 5 so far.
Yeah, everything seems to be working. He's in a nice groove.
Beverly dishes to Smith. That's good.
Boy, has there been any defense played yet in this game?
Nope, this game has been all about rapid-fire offense early.
Parker off the pick from Ginobili. Parker passes to Ginobili. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
I think he was surprised to see the pass coming his way, and he reacted a little late.
There's 1:26 left in the first. Here's Beverly. He dishes it to Garcia. That's good. And it's a 4-point Rocket lead. And here we go with Tony Parker. Dishes it to Bellinelli. 56 seconds left to play in the first. And Parker, here we go. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. Parker's got 12.
Man, he has been their unquestioned leader offensively this quarter.
Here's Beverly, covered by Parker. And that one's good. Beverly, he has 5.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening, Steve.
Oh, it's off the charts. It really is. And defensively, I mean, they have to start shutting down some of those lanes to the hoop.
Bellinelli with the 3. And the Spurs making a change here. Splitter's checked in.
Splitter.
There's 25 seconds left to play here in the first. Ginobili against Harden. Smith kicks to Moniunas. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. And the Rockets lead by 6.
They've worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening quarter.
Well, if they can match that effort at the defensive end, look out.
Shot's good. Five seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Harden. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. The Rockets on top, up 4. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Rockets.
And right from the start, guys, it's apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
Well, another thing that's immediately gone right for them is their three-point shooting.
You look at Harden's career, he was a gifted scorer at Arizona State, but with a slow start in his rookie season, and playing with 2 of the best players in the league in Oklahoma City, people seem to forget that he's always been a player who can light it up.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And so in the game for the Rockets. Up front, it's Moniunas and Ashe. Patrick Beverly out there with Garcia. And it's Harden in at the 3 slot. Here's Bellinelli. And James Harden, the first ever draft pick by the Oklahoma City Thunder after the move from Seattle, certainly. To see him go so soon in his NBA career as he was reaching stardom had to be tough for fans, and we know, Clark, certainly for his teammates.
I agree wholeheartedly there, Kevin. Think of all the fans who wore fake beards on their faces, even buildings in OKC with beards adorning them. So Harden wasn't just a great player. His image was almost a mascot for the team as well.
Well, look at Steve, Clark. He's got the fake hardened beard on right now next to us. I mean, geez.
Fear the beard.
Knocked away. Parker with the steal. Well, we played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Outside, Bellinelli tries to keep it alive. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Houston making some changes. Howard's checked in for Monty Eunice. And Parsons subbed in for James Harden. So it's the Rockets now, trailing by 2. Now here's Lynn. He's got 6. He kicks it to Parsons. Back to Lynn. Houston moving the ball around. Now the feed to Beverly. Yes! And a nice assist from Lynn. Beverly's got 8. Clarkie talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition of that.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, not even through the first half, and it's been one heck of a battle.
Well, these are the kinds of games you love. I mean, two good teams going head-to-head in an even matchup, and both sides very competitive, on their toes tonight.
Lynn dishes to Beverly. Parsons for 3. San Antonio with the rebound. Parker outside. Passes it to Ginobili. Shoots from the elbow. Cannot hit. Some solid defense there from Beverly. Houston's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Outside, Lynn. Pass to Beverly. In low to Howard. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
You know, there are very few players in the NBA who can dominate just with their athleticism, but that's what Dwight Howard does. He's not a really skilled guy in terms of passing and shooting, but when he's healthy, there's no one in the NBA who can match him physically in what he does on the defensive end of the floor.
And he knocks down the first one. And Steve, you talked about Howard. I think you can make a case pretty easily that he's the most athletic center in league history. Not just now, but overall in the NBA. When you talk about Clark, you know, his combination of size and explosiveness.
The list is short when you talk about guys of his size with his athleticism, so he clearly is in the conversation. You talk about a 38 to 39-inch vertical and the way he's put together and built. I can't think of another center his size who jumped like that.
So he gets them both.
Guys, every season it seems the Southwest is loaded with teams that can contend, and last year was no different. Through it all, however, the Spurs were able to separate themselves from the pack and take the division once again with a 12-4 division record.
Diaw, the pass to Parker. It's good. The assist that time from Diaw. And that's 17 points for Parker.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you hear?
Well, Kevin, Omer Ashik out of Turkey is a force defensively. He first came into the league as a bench contributor for the Chicago Bulls. Ashik said, "It was easier for me because I came to a team that was defensive-minded. Offense at the beginning was a little tough, but I believe I can improve that. When I decided to come to the NBA, my goal was to be a starting center in this league. And guys, he's making strides at the offensive end. But first and foremost, he provides that anchor inside defensively." Kevin, you have to wonder how the acquisition of Dwight Howard changes his role.
We'll see how it plays out. Thanks, Doris. The dish now to Lynn. Here's Beverly. And a miss there on the triple. And for the Spurs, that is now 3 consecutive seasons where they have won the division. Steve, actually the 6th time since the inception of the division that they have finished at the top.
And even with Dallas falling off a little bit, the division was pretty tough, Kevin, with Memphis and Houston coming on strong. Well, for a while there, it had been a curse to win the Southwest, because since 2007, teams that won the Southwest lost 4 times in the first round of the playoffs. But obviously the Spurs have bucked that trend the last couple of years.
And the basket good. Beverly's got 5 points now this quarter.
Gotta love the inside-out game there, guys.
Spurs leading by 3. Outside, Green. Kicks it to Parker. Parker off the pick from Diaw. There's the triple. They grab their own miss. Duncan with the bucket.
And he's shaking off a poor first quarter shooting effort. He's really starting to turn it on now, guys.
Here's Beverly, covered by Parker. Howard kicks to Parsons. Outside, Lynn. Here's Beverly. Yes! And a nice assist from Lynn. Lynn's got his 4th assist in this one. Outside, Green. And there's the pass to Parker. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Seems like every year, guys, you look at Tony Parker and he's found something else to add to his game. He's always improving.
2 shots.
Last season for Tony Parker, arguably his best ever. 20 points a game, almost 8 assists. 52% Steve from the field, and there was even talk at midseason about maybe MVP consideration.
Well, his ability to score inside around the rim is amazing, but he's also become a master of knocking down the jump shot from that 15 to 18-foot range. But really, this team has been built now around Parker. Their offensive strategy completely tailored to suit his talents.
And the Rockets making a change here. Garcia's checked in. And Parker drops them both.
Well, I tell you what, that Southwest Division can be really tough. Seems like there are always at least 2 title contenders in the division and 3 to 4 teams that are fighting for a playoff spot. The Rockets felt the toughness as they went just 6-10 against the rest of the Southwest.
Lynn kicks to Howard. The shot no good. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Duncan with the screen for Parker. Terrific design on the big play, and he lays it in. Parker's got 21. Rockets Clark against the Southwest, 6-10, as you said, and those losses were big as far as playoff seeding was concerned. Steve, very hard playing in that division.
Well, it toughens you up in a hurry, that's for sure. I mean, the Rockets still have yet to win the division title since it first came about in 2004. They've been in the hunt, and they've made the playoffs, but they've also been going against some dominant franchises in San Antonio and Dallas.
San Antonio calls timeout.
You know, the Spurs really have a cohesive culture, and part of that is something that Greg Popovich has been able to do, and that's being able to join guys together that normally might not hang out. For instance, you had Matt Bonner taking Steven Jackson out to a Coldplay concert last season. One way to help guys get to know each other off the court, and it helps them on the court.
Spurs leading by 4. Green with the ball. And it's Lynn picking him up. Duncan dishes to Diaw. And stolen by Howard. Garcia against Parker. Garcia passes to Beverly. And the shot is good. Beverly's got 15. And back to Popovich and the Spurs, he really makes a point of getting to know his players, have them get to know one another.
That's right, Kevin. He likes to have his players have a sense of perspective about the world. He wants them to know that there are other things going on besides the NBA. In fact, back in 2012, he had the players watching the presidential debates together.
Lynn gets a screen from Beverly. Shot is blocked. And it's out of bounds to the Rockets as Houston retains possession. And the Rockets making a change here. Smith is checked in.
Rockets substitution. Gregson.
Rockets trail by 4. Outside, Lynn. Shot clock at 6. Here's Parsons. Rebounded by the Spurs. Diaw's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Duncan with a screen on Smith. Green kicks to Diaw. The shot no good. And it's Houston the other way. Here's Garcia. Rejected by Leonard. But they recover it. Back to Parsons. Smith right side. Houston moving the ball around. Here's Lynn. Another shot, and the layup good by Smith.
Crafty pass work there, getting it down low for the easy deuce.
San Antonio's gone 4 of 6 from long range in the second quarter. Solid shooting. Into Tim Duncan. And stolen by Parsons. Left side Parsons. 6 feet out. And Howard with the nice bucket inside. Howard's got it all tied up now for the Rockets.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Yep, that's 5 of their last 6 baskets inside the lane. They have really established themselves inside.
And Diaw kicks to Green. Into Tim Duncan. Good, and it's Diaw with the assist that time. And that's now 11 points for Duncan.
He's making it look easy scoring out there because he's much more efficient here in the second.
Lynn dishes to Howard.
Well, you talk about physically dominant big men. I don't think there's anybody in the league that can even come close to Dwight Howard. He's so fast for a man his size, and the things he does defensively just really separates him from the rest of the centers in this league.
Yeah, and that's why teams, I think, are draping themselves all over him every time he gets the ball inside. He has to deal with a lot of physical contact and fouls, and certainly has learned how to power through and finish when bumped on his way to the hoop.
Free throw good, Howard.
We watched Howard play some great basketball. He has 14 points, and 4 of his points have come at the foul line. He's made the most of those opportunities.
Which can't be undervalued, Clark. So many times a game can come down to which team wins the free throw battle.
Second free throw, no good.
You know, the Rockets did a lot to make over their backcourt last season as they brought in 2 big names in Jeremy Lin and James Harden, and that's not always an easy adjustment. Took a little time for both of those guys to figure out how to coexist in the pick-and-roll offense.
Leonard, no luck.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Lynn the pass to Harden. Smith sets the pick for Harden. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Harden's got 8 points. And Clark, as you said, it took some time for this Houston backcourt to learn how to play with each other, but that is the case for any duo. Eventually, Steve, they found a happier medium, and that initiated some great offense between them.
Well, they were much more effective down the stretch last season, Kevin, and I thought it really showed in the way Lynn and Harden kind of played off of each other. So, you know, a lot of teams they seem to want to have that second option for bringing the ball up or for attacking, and it is very effective to have a couple of guys who can each attack and create.
Ginobili kicks to Bonner. Lynn against Ginobili. Clock at 4. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Houston's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Here's Lynn. Out of bounds. Rockets ball as Houston keeps possession. Monty Eunice is checked in for Houston.
14 seconds. Substitution on the bench.
Here's Lynn. And the shot is good. Lynn's got 10.
Excellent communication on the inbound play there, guys. They got into good position, and the pass was as it needed to be, on time and on target.
Feeds it to Bellinelli. Back to Ginobili. Unloads. That doesn't go either by Ginobili. Rockets leading by 3. Lynn with it. Leonard picks him up. There's a good screen. Lynn dishes to Smith. Great tee that time from Bonner.
He still couldn't finish, even though it looked like he had a lane to the rim. But too often, that's the story for him.
Leonard attacking. He feeds it to Bellinelli to stop the drought. Count that one. Bellinelli's got it all tied up now for San Antonio.
Well, he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the defense.
Outside, Lynn. Harden left side. Back to Lynn. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Lynn's got 13.
Well, he made 2 3-pointers in the first quarter, so he continues to shoot the ball well.
Outside Leonard. Ginobili outside. Bellinelli for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time for Manu Ginobili. Ginobili's got 3 assists in the game. Houston's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Harden kicks to Lynn. Houston moving it around. Moniunas passes to Lynn. Shot clock at 5, and the shot is good. And that's now 11 points for James Harden.
How about that? They respond to a three-pointer with a quick 3 of their own.
Yeah, terrific. Great back-and-forth sequence right there.
Here's Leonard. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And we're through 2 here and a good one. Rockets lead by 3. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Dwight, what's your assessment of the team you're playing here tonight?
They're a tough team. You know, they play hard, they play together, they move the ball, and they know how to play within the offense, you know. And we've been doing a better job on the defensive end, and I think tonight we came out with the right mentality. We just got to keep it up.
Dwight, thank you. They know they've got their hands full, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you. And folks, make sure to stay tuned in for halftime, and we'll be back right after that.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
NBA basketball on a Saturday night. Oh, the perfect weekend activity. Family friendly and a whole bunch of fun. Let's check out the action. Plenty of hustle from the Rockets. Outstanding bench production. They've gotten a very nice lift, and that's made a huge difference for them on the scoreboard. A tremendous first half for Dwight Howard. He's got 14 points, and his two-way play has been good. Very active on the defensive side of the floor, bothering shots and bringing that energy all over the court. And on the other side, San Antonio just keeps scrapping. Running and gunning out there, that's what fans love to see. Tony Parker having himself a big-time game. His shooting percentage off the charts right now. He's got the magic touch from the field, no question about it. And that's all we have for you here in the studio. Now let's send it on back to Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke for the second half of play.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And as we get back to San Antonio, we take a look at the impressive Tower of the Americas.
What a game for Tony Parker. He has 23 points and some good assists, too. 4 of them. This is something special. I mean, he hasn't missed a single shot.
It's hard to find words to describe it.
Leonard and Duncan are the pair at forward. Parker and Danny Green are your 1 and your 2, and it's Splitter in at center. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half with.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might well tell the story in this one.
And that should tilt things toward them. I mean, they've been winning that battle.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, guys, Spurs head coach Greg Popovich, one of the most respected coaches in the league. As hard as he works, he's never took the game or himself too seriously. Asked about his creativity as a coach, he said, quote, "Oh, heck, I don't know anything about innovation. Here's my innovation. I drafted Tim Duncan." Okay, end of story. Guys, always a straight shooter.
Thank you, Doris. I would say Coach Popovich sold himself a little bit short. He's a very humble guy and very well respected.
Oh, he sure is. And he knows how much Duncan does out there, but we all know what a great coach Pop is.
The first free throw is good.
And what an amazing run it was for the Spurs last year in the postseason. You know, swept the Lakers, survived Golden State, and then dismantled Memphis on their way to the NBA Finals. And then, of course, we're seconds away from another championship banner.
Harden hits them both. Now getting back to the Spurs, they look better and better as they went deeper into the playoffs, Clark. Heat were thought to be the heavy favorites at the start of the NBA postseason. But when they met in the finals, thoughts on who would win, I think, were pretty much split.
Yeah, and eventually, you know, this was one heck of a series because the Spurs not only had experience and talent, but they had multiple options offensively and did such a terrific job sharing the ball. They took the Miami Heat to the limit, but at the end of the day, it came down to LeBron James and Dwayne Wade rising to the challenge.
And that one falls for Splitter.
Houston might have made the playoffs in the West last season, guys, but it wasn't because they were beating up on their peers. They were 24-28 against the rest of the West. That's why they got the 8th seed.
And Splitter drops them both. You remember the Rockets last year when they were playing a lot of teams in the West near the end of the regular season. That was when they slipped, Steve, out of the 6th seed range down to number 8.
Well, of course, the West was really strong last year, Kevin, so it makes sense that you're going to struggle a little bit against all those good teams. But, Houston ended up being the only team in the West to make the playoffs with a sub-500 record against the rest of the conference.
Oh, no, he may have gotten injured right there. He's in a lot of pain.
Yeah, Clark, that did not look good. Let's keep our fingers crossed that it's nothing too serious.
Boy, you can't help but feel for him. I mean, one moment you're doing what you do best, and the next, the situation's really out of your hands. I really hope he's okay.
Francisco Garcia, he's checked in for Parsons. Parker dishes to Splitter, and it's good on the assist by Parker. Splitter's got 4 points this quarter.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
That's what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. More of the same. Get it inside.
Harden with it. Now Green defending. Back to Harden. Fires the 3. And the rebound goes to Duncan. Duncan's got 4 rebounds in this game. Parker kicks to Splitter. That is good. Splitter's got 6. Oh, boy, looks like he was injured there.
Yeah, and as many times as you see it, Clark, you never like to see a player have to come out of the game with an injury.
Especially when it's your own teammate. But the other guys just have to step up in the meantime to make up for his absence. Next guy up is what we say.
Houston making a switch here. Beverly's checked in. Here's Lynn. 13 points in the game. Pass to Howard. Tries again, and he sinks the layup. He's got 16.
A large part of what they've been able to do here is centered around his offense.
Parker passes to Splitter. Leonard kicks to Duncan, and out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. When you talk about big-time career assists, these are the players all-time with the gift of assist. And you look at this list of the all-time leaders, you're looking at the legends of the game, the greats of the game, past and present.
Yep, names like Mark Jackson, Jason Kidd, John Stockton, of course, not just great passers, but you look at the longevity. I mean, that's an achievement in its own right.
An indication there of why the scoreboard looks like it does. Very passive defense.
But the finish was anything but passive.
No, he hammered that down, Clark. Superb above the rim action.
He's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Lynn against Parker. Lynn kicks to Howard. He dishes it to Beverly. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Hasek. Can't get it to go. Duncan with some nice D. A chance here to get a quick injury report. Let's find out the news on James Harden. Doris, what do you have?
Hi, guys. Head athletic trainer for the Rockets provided some information for us. He told me that it doesn't look too serious. A return tonight is out of the question, and he'll probably need a fair amount of time beyond that.
All right, Doris. Really appreciate you finding out how he's doing.
Yeah, let's keep our fingers crossed and hope he's back out on the court soon.
Rehabbing is a tough process, Steve, and with any luck for him, it'll be a short one.
And it's blocked by Splitter and out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
Difficult to explain that turnover. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did, but he really lost his place on the court.
Boris Diaz checked in for Splitter. Rockets leading by 4.
You know, the more you watch Kawhi Leonard play, the more you realize that he is the perfect fit for the Spurs. I mean, he just looks like a Spur, and he's only been in the league a couple of years. Plays great defense, shoots from deep at a high rate, and really accepts and embraces his role on the team.
Here's Lin. Another miss by Houston. For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Okay, time now for an injury report. Let's find out the news on James Harden. Doris, what do you have?
Hi, guys. Head athletic trainer for the Rockets provided some information for us. He had some bad news to pass on, as he said the injury looks to be a severely sprained ankle. Losing a player like him in the meat of the season is tough for any side, and their depth will be tested during this time frame.
All right, Doris, we will, of course, keep everyone updated as we find out more.
Yeah, and we know one thing, Kevin. This guy loves to play, so he's going to do everything possible to get back out onto the court.
Definitely. Let's hope it's a speedy recovery for him.
Leonard on the wing. Plenty of space. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. 11 points for Leonard. And back to Kawhi Leonard. Coach Popovich sees him as their defensive stopper on the wing. But not just that. He thinks he's going to be a star in so many ways.
Well, he could become the face of the franchise, Kevin, if you think about it, once Tim Duncan and Parker and Ginobili move on. But, you know, Popovich, not one prone to hyperbole, but he absolutely loves this kid.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Kevin McHale coaching his team during that break. He told the team he can live with giving up three-point shots, but that they cannot give up any more easy looks inside. He made that crystal clear. Those are likely not the last adjustments they make today, guys. There's still time left in this one. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thanks. Lin dishes to Howard. Goes back up. A nice shot by Lin. Lin's got the lead up to 7 now for the Rockets.
Oh, they're now +5 in the rebound category, really controlling the glass.
And rebounding is one of those non-glamour stats. I mean, it takes work and effort and tenacity and physicality. But when you look at the scoreboard, you can see the correlation. Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Rockets leading by 5. Here's Beverly. 15 points in the game. Dishes to Howard. He kicks it to Lin. The 3. The rebound by the Spurs. Diaw's got his 4th rebound in this one. Duncan with the screen for Green. And there's the feed to Parker. From outside, off the mark. Houston's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Garcia can't get it to go.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Leonard the pass to Diaw. And it's Lin with the rebound. Rockets shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. Lin gets a screen from Howard. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession.
Super defensive play. I mean, if that pass gets through, it's probably 2 points.
And he knew that. He knew if it gets through, it's a score. So that's why he sold out for it and got a hand on it.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Smith checked in for Howard. And Moniunas subbed in for Omer Ashe. And he gets it to go. 20 points here for Lin. Spurs trail by 7. Parker outside. Ginobili sends a screen for Parker. A jump hook, good. Parker's got 27.
How huge has he been, giving his team the lift?
Without his work offensively, Steve, I don't know where they'd be. Shooting at great efficiency. I don't think they'd have a chance without it.
A nice shot by Lin.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
Parker kicks to Bonner. Passes it to Ginobili. Banked in off the glass. Ginobili's got 8 points.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Lin with it, picked up by Ginobili. Out to the wing. Lynn dishes to Beverly. And some nice passing there by Houston. Yunus passes to Lynn. Here's Smith. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Houston.
How about the three-point shooting we're seeing so far, guys? Amazing.
You know, they're taking care of business in the paint, too. Those are valuable points they've been getting down low.
The free throw drops for Smith.
You know, it's been a bad day for them at the line today as a whole, and far too often, that's the case for this team.
Bellinelli, he's checked in for the Spurs. Smith hits them both.
They got to keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half, it's been nothing but success for them there.
And their confidence has to just continue to go up the longer their perfection continues.
Ginobili left side. Pass to Bonner. That falls. Nice feed that time for Manu Ginobili. Ginobili's got his 4th assist in this one. Now here's Lynn. Bellinelli is covering. Back to Lynn. Lynn gets a screen from Yunus. And it's blocked by Diaw. Parker inside, guarded by Garcia. And there's the foul. It goes on Francisco Garcia. That's foul number 2 for him.
And you know, these calls can be some of the toughest in the game for the officials.
It all happened so fast, but I really think that was the right call. The defender was not really set in that situation.
And Diaw kicks to Parker. 5 to shoot. And the layup's good off the glass. Now just a 3-point Rocket lead.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence.
Outside, Lynn. The dish to Garcia. Here's Beverly. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Beverly's got 18 points in the game.
Well, as long as the threes keep dropping for him, he'll continue firing away.
And they are dropping for him. What a game he's having from deep.
Here's Bellinelli. 9 points in the game so far. Kicks to Diaw. The pass to Parker. Manu Ginobili on the wing. From deep. And it's good in the assist by Parker. Parker's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Houston leading by 3.
As great a player as Manu is on the court, his true impact on the NBA might not be felt until years from now. His success has captivated South America, and we should be seeing a lot of players influenced by him come into the NBA down the line.
Draw off the pick from Bonner. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Well, an illegal screen is one of the toughest calls for the official to make.
You know, I agree with you. You've got to have some sympathy for the referees when they have to make calls like that, but they get paid well, and they're the best in the business, so they can handle it.
Caspi, he's checked in for Houston. And Clark, you mentioned Ginobili's influence abroad. He grew up in Bahia Blanca, Argentina, a basketball hotbed down there. This is woven into the fabric of everything that he is.
You know, he does. He comes from a basketball family. Coaches, players. His brother played professionally in Europe, but just a tremendous player and human being, Manu Ginobili, obviously representing his country in the NBA.
You know, you look at Ginobili, and he's slender and doesn't scream athleticism, but he is nimble, and nobody in the league is more of a contortionist going to the basket than Manu.
And the first one at the line is good. Manu Ginobili, Clark, as you mentioned, an unconventional driver, a left-hander that throws guys off.
Yeah, it's kind of a herky-jerky type type maneuver, but, you know, it's that side step. We call it the Euro step. Might as well be called the Manu step these days. James Harden copied it from Ginobili, but it's so hard to stay in front of him.
And both free throws good for Ginobili. Houston in the lead. Outside, Lynn. Smith right side. Houston moving it around. Lynn kicks to Jones. Here's Smith. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Smith's got 8 points.
But the defense just looked a little lazy on the glass there.
Yeah, nobody boxing out. That's inexcusable.
They set the pick. Parker kicks to Splitter. Inside. Bellinelli gets the bucket.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. An easy bucket in the lane.
Yeah, the interior defense simply has been lifeless.
Smith outside. Feeds to Jones. Here's Garcia. Connects from three-point range. Garcia's got his second basket of the game.
I love his kind of mid to long range jump shot. It's a specialty of his, especially in catch and shoot situations.
Yeah, you're exactly right. He's a very skilled catch and shoot type of player. I mean, it adds a dangerous element to his game that he can make that jump shot.
Stupendous rush to the rim and a mighty slam on the end of it.
But through the teeth of some pretty soft D, I can't help but say that.
Well, let's see how that impacts things here, because those kinds of plays sometimes can be game changers on both sides.
Lynn dishes to Garcia. Back to Lynn. Moniunas passes to Smith. The shot is off. Great D that time from Thiago Splitter. San Antonio trailing here. Ginobili off a pick from bottom. And Ginobili, here we go. Stolen by Jeremy Lin. Here's Jones. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Yeah, absolutely. They made the steal pay dividends instantly in the open floor.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Parker off the pick from bottom. And that one's good. Parker's got 8 here in the quarter.
Ran his man straight into that screen to open the lane up for the hoop.
Here's Moniunas. Yes! And a nice assist from Lynn.
They are killing them with that three-point shot here in the second half.
Well, the defense fully stretched out trying to stop that shot and still not able to get it done.
Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. Rockets ahead, leading by 5. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. And, Steve, we've got a moment here to go to our State Farm assist of the game, coming on some very clever point guard play.
Well, he mans that position for a reason, Kevin, because he passes the ball so well, sets up his teammates beautifully, really gets this offense into a nice rhythm.
Delivering the pass important, but putting the pass in the right place for a shooter is, as you well know, huge.
Yeah, no question.
Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. It's Ashik paired up in the front court with Howard. Garcia is out there with Jeremy Lin. And it's Moniunas in at the small forward. Here's Lin. But they recover it.
Multiple possessions have been the story of the game, and even with the big lead, this team continues to be quicker to the ball.
Ginobili kicks to Bellinelli. Now Splitter. It's Ginobili outside. That's good. Ginobili's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Spurs.
Those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games, Steve.
Poke loose. Pass to Lynn. Howard with a screen on Leonard. And he makes good on the layup. 24 points here for Lynn.
And now both of these clubs really in a groove here.
Already a high-scoring game, but it has become an offensive showcase down the stretch.
Bellinelli dishes to Splitter. Splitter gets the screen from Bellinelli. Splitter passes to Ginobili. Pocket 6. He feeds it to Splitter. And stolen by Howard. Lynn with it, picked up by Ginobili. Garcia against Leonard, and Garcia kicks to Howard. Dishes it to Lynn. The feed to Howard. Can't hit. Nice D from Ginobili.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Leonard attacking Duncan. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Tim Duncan's been playing well. He's got 11 points, and he's made 3 shots at the foul line.
No, that's important. I mean, get to the foul line. Any team, when you can outscore your opponent from the foul line, it's critical, and he's trying to do his part right there.
And he knocks down the first one.
They're locked in from the charity stripe this half. Not a miss yet.
And they're going to have to continue that pace, Clark, because they're down, and anytime you're losing, you got to take advantage of every offensive opportunity you have.
Smith checked in for Monte Eunice. And Duncan drops them both. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Lynn, a screen on Green, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Boy, in a close game especially, those plays really hurt. Now, tough call there on that illegal screen.
He didn't look set to me, Steve. I thought that was a good call.
And the Rockets making a change here. Beverly's checked in. And San Antonio shooting 66% right now. This offense getting everything they want out there to tie it up. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Howard setting the pick for Lynn. In low to Howard. Yes! And a nice assist from Lynn. 18 points for Dwight Howard.
You know, it's really going to be all about hard work from this point on. And they worked hard to create that high-quality shot right there.
Yeah, and that's their goal down the stretch. Continue to find those close-range shots.
Goes back up. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got 4 rebounds in this game. Smith on the wing. Howard, the pass to Beverly. Houston moving the ball around. Lynn gets a screen from Howard. Rocket 6. Lynn with it. Leonard picks him up. There's a screen. Shot off the screen. Duncan with the block. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Rockets leading by 4. Here's Beverly. Outside, Lynn. Dishes it to Asha. Comes up empty down low. For San Antonio, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the 1 make. And Bellinelli kicks to Green. Here is Splitter, defended by Asha. Green dishes to Splitter. That's good.
You know, I think anytime the shot comes from that range, the offense has done its job and done it well.
Rockets have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Well, he's been pretty safe with the ball for the most part. In fact, that's his first turnover, guys. Well, an illegal screen is one of the toughest calls for the official to make.
You know, I agree with you. You've got to have some sympathy for the referees when they have to make calls like that, but they get paid well, and they're the best in the business, so they can handle it.
And the Rockets making a change here. Garcia's checked in. Passes to Leonard to take the lead. Asha comes up with the rebound. Houston in the lead. Howard with a screen on Green. No good from Beverly.
Boy, I'm shocked he didn't make that one. He usually knocks that one down with ease.
Parker kicks to Green. Fires the 3, and he gets it to go. And the Spurs lead by 1. Boy, right down to the wire here, Clark and Steve. Still anyone's ball game.
Both teams really invested now. I mean, this is the type of game you love to win, and you hate to lose it.
Boy, after all this energy that both teams have expended, you're right, Clark. This would be a tough one to lose.
taking 2 shots.
And that one misses. No luck that time either. San Antonio leading. He dishes it to Parker. He kicks to Duncan. Over to the wing. Shot clock at 6. Here's Leonard. Omer Ashik with the rebound. Ashik's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Here's Garcia. Another shot. Can't get it to go. Duncan with some nice D. Green with the ball. And it's Lynn picking him up. Outside, Green. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
Rockets ball.
Houston's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. And Beverly kicks to Lynn. Looking to end the drought. Another miss by Houston.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
And Leonard gets it to go. And so here is Houston. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Garcia can't get it to go. Outside, Lynn. Pass to Beverly. Houston moving it around. Trying to find Ashik. Gets it to him. The dish now to Beverly. 5 on the clock. Here's Lynn. Can't tie it up as that one misses. They're the Spurs with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Green passes to Parker. Outside, Green. Back to Parker. Kicks it to Duncan. There's the pass to Leonard. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
This looks like a three-game shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Yeah, I don't know, Park. I think there might be even more defense in warm-ups. I mean, this is kind of embarrassing.
Here's Beverly. Now a timeout called by Houston.
Yeah, clearly they were starting to show signs of fatigue, so coach wanted to give them a second to get their win back.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Well, guys, Kevin McHale had some advice for the team in that last break. He's not pleased with the careless turnovers offensively, saying, listen, we've got to get shots. It's as simple as that. We have to play smart and value the basketball. Kevin did it sink in.
Lynn with it. Feeds to Garcia. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
He's giving them little to nothing at the offensive end. I can't put it any other way.
Well played right there, and you can feel the momentum changing.
I think this lead will continue to move upward unless something unforeseen happens.
Lynn a screen on Green. Beverly dishes to Lynn. Lynn gets a screen from Beverly. Got a piece of it, and Ashik kicks to Beverly. Softly drops in the floater. Beverly's got 20.
And you got to have perfect timing to knock down that teardrop.
And there's the feed to split it. Parker against Lynn. And now it's Lynn running. He can go all the way. And Parker with the block.
I think he's got to regroup and get himself together here. I mean, something's gone wrong with him this quarter. He's really fallen off.
An easy layup after coming off the pick. Parker's got the lead up to 8 now for the Spurs.
He's been working some magic out there today, guys. This lead has been largely his making.
Outside, Lynn. Pass to Howard. The shot is off. Excellent D there from Splitter. Here's San Antonio. They're on a 19-6 run. Parker drives in. That pushes it to double digits. And now it's a 10-point San Antonio lead.
Well, here we go again. An open path to the hoop, an easy 2 points. Where is the defense?
Lynn with it. He's picked up by Parker. Shoots a fader. Another miss by Howard.
Well, he's been trying to add that mid-range shot to his arsenal, but it still isn't there.
Green, the pass to Splitter. The Rockets pull it in. Ashik's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Howard with a screen on Parker. Beverly dishes to Ashik. He feeds it to Beverly. Shot clock at 6. Passes it to Ashik. And here's Duncan. Outside, Green. Inside. Here's Splitter. Offensive rebound. And he gets it to go. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back.
Good rebound there, but overall, they're getting outworked on the glass.
Steve, I think that's what you'd expect, seeing what the score is.
Lynn kicks to Ashik. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Easy call there.
No question about that one. You can hear the impact from where I am.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for San Antonio.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
And they're getting so much penetration on the defense that they're getting a lot of easy buckets as a result of breaking down that defense.
First one falls for him. The Spurs making a switch here. Ginobili's checked in. He makes 1 of 2 that time.
He needed to cash in on all of those. Missed opportunities at the line are the last thing we need right now.
And Leonard gets it to go.
Well, this is what he does. He's shooting it well. He's scoring a lot of their points, getting them in front.
Outside, Lynn. Right wing. Let's go. And he overshot that one, missing.
Yeah, that's a low percentage shot right there.
Yeah, it sure is. I mean, he's got to be thinking out there a little better. Make the pass in that situation. Don't force a bad shot.
And there's the call on Howard. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And that 4th foul might force him to scale back the aggression defensively a little bit. He does not want to pick up number 5.
.114 left in the 4th quarter. Leonard kicks to Duncan. And he uses the glass on the layup. Duncan's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. An impressive win for the Spurs.
You know, Clark, when you shoot this well from 3-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooters.
Well, you said it all there, Kevin. They were lethal from behind the arc.
And you see the contributions from the role players on the team. And, boy, what a game it was for Parker. Every time he shot it seemed like it was just going to drop in, and nobody was surprised. And a terrific run to really put this ball game away.
And now let's see how many more points they can throw up there before the horn sounds.
35 seconds left in the 4th quarter.
The defenders need to talk to each other. The communication lacking there on that 3-pointer.
Clark, if they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Amen. I think that's the best option.
Double team on Parker. Ginobili the pass to Parker. Stolen by Jeremy Lin.
Probably time to just say it, guys. This game is over.
I think you're right on target there.
Assistant Jeremy Lin.
Now Ginobili. Dishes it to Parker. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night, and these guys might want to watch the tape of this game the next time they have a bad night to remind themselves how dominant they can be.
Well, this is one of those dream-like games for a coach.
And now we send you down to Doris Burke courtside, who's with our Jordan player of the game. Doris?
Well, Tony, congratulations on the victory tonight. You made a lot of things happen out here on the court to get everyone involved.
It's the whole team. It's not just me. The whole team did great. We played great defense. And in offense, we moved the ball, took good shots. We were shooting the ball well.
Tony, thanks for the time. Guys, always a humbleness to this group.
All right, Doris, thank you. And for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. Now, our Jordan player of the game, Tony Parker.